I seen them videos. I don't want to partake any part whatsoever on it. Like I
Yeah.
already said, I don't have feeling one of my big toes, and my balance is terrible. So for me, that's
Yes.
a no no.
Welcome back to another episode of the Know The Vibras podcast. Do you know the Vibras? Cause
we
we know
the
the Vibras.
Vibras.
I'm your host Juan Don, and I'm with Mr. Gordon himself.
Michael Carrasco, what's going on?
So on today's episode, as you see at the end of the month, we always attack these month in reviews. Today is clearly gonna be surrounding August, the month of August. Shout out to all the Leos. Leos is the best sign. I'm a Leo, so I'm a bit biased.
Nah,
What is your
man.
sign?
Gemini.
Gemini.
I'm a Gemini. I'm the shield Gemini. I'm not a crazy Gemini though.
Right. There is a debate about
Yeah.
Geminis that are,
Yeah, it's because we got two sides to us. I feel for me, on a consistent basis or like a regular basis, I'm just a shield dude. I just mind my own business. I'm just chill all the time, man.
Okay. So you're a Gemini, I'm a Leo. Let us know in the comments what are your signs. Not that it has anything to do with the episode, but we're curious to know. Started off with the quote of the day.
So today's quote comes from Maya.
Maya.
Michael
Moment off the beginning.
No,
of
I'm
the
just
episode.
saying. Some people spell it
Yeah, you might be right.
Maya,
Yeah.
but some people Maya, some people
Okay.
Maya.
Okay, I'll give you a chance.
Yeah.
I'll give you a break.
So Maya Angelou, she is an civil rights activist. So the quote says, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated."
Okay. So in life you encounter like situations where you may feel defeated,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean to
That you are defeated.
Right.
Yeah.
So fight back, or
Stand your ground.
yeah, don't
Basically,
seem weak to that event or to that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we encounter tons of stuff that might set us back a little, or at least we think will set us back.
Mm-hmm.
But it really doesn't. Like bringing it back to the quote that you said last week.
Yes.
It's kind of like it's how you react to it.
How you react to it. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get right into the episode. I'd say August was a very busy month. August. First off, let's start personal. August. What was it for you? What did you have to go on August? Like what kind of things, events, and stuff like that did you have?
August for me was kind of like chill. Kind of like took kind of like a laid back month for me.
Yeah.
My body just needed rest,
Mhm.
so that's what I've been doing. Kind of like catch up on sleep. Do little things that have to do business wise and
Yes.
around the house.
Okay.
Yeah, and just went out. We went out for your birthday.
Yeah.
Just kind of had a little fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you spent a chill month for me. How about you, man?
So August, I'd say, was a very busy month. Obviously in the beginning of the month, my birthday was that first week of August.
Mhm.
Other than that, just been working. As many of you may know, those who follow me on social media, I did post that I did get into an accident. I'm not gonna get too much in depth in it, but I would say it was something that was a wake up call. Not that I was in the wrong, but a wake up call in the sense that life is short, and that
Yeah.
you did get presented things in life that do shake you up and show you how precious life really is. And you sit back and you acknowledge the fact that you're still here, and appreciate that God was there with me, and he was the one driving the car. For instance,
Yeah.
like, it's just little things. Like, I'm a person, like I said in the post, I'm not one to post for attention, but I posted it to bring awareness to those who don't have that connection with God, or whatever whoever you believe in. I do say he is real, and not that I ever doubted it, but in that occasion,
Right.
I did feel him, because it's something that an accident so powerful like that, you'd think that you'd have an injury, and I came out
Clean.
clean,
Not even a scratch.
shaken up a little bit,
Yeah.
post accident, you could have your neck sore and stuff like that, but I'm
Yeah.
just glad that no blood or anything, or any broken bones or nothing like that. So I'm just blessed, and it's just something where I feel like it's a life
Life-changing moment.
life lesson, life changing moment, where those should know that life is short. So tomorrow anything could happen and you would not expect. I was just going casually to work, and that
Yeah,
happened. So
yeah, and I feel like when you encounter like one of those type of events in your life, like for me, was when I had a terrible injury on my foot, could have lost my whole leg, and I feel like I learned to appreciate like walking. It's like
yeah,
walking, man.
yeah,
Like right now, for those that don't know me,
hmm
I actually my big toe, my left foot, I have no feeling.
yeah,
So it's just like the fact that I'm still able to walk and do, just live a normal life.
yes,
Actually, going through that made me realize, believe in God
yep.
more. And yeah, just appreciate the little things that we do every single day as well.
Things as little as waking up that day. Like when I tell you, bro, that night when I went to sleep, like it felt surreal. I'm like, wow, am I really still here? Like, and waking up the next morning, it's just you're real grateful of everything, man. And the comments and messages I got from a lot of people, it showed me that I have a purpose, like I mentioned, and that a lot of my life matters to a lot of people. So
Right. Yeah.
that gives me an extra push. It also made me very emotional. I'm not the type to get very emotional, but man, it killed me because it's like, wow, I could have been gone in that instant. But
Right.
enough of that. Just wanted to let those know who don't follow us on social media what occurred. So yeah, but we're gonna get into the current events. That's going on here in the world, also in the United States specifically. We're gonna start it off with one of the things on social media that's trending right now, which is
Yeah.
the
Let's get it.
infamous crate challenge.
Ooh, man, I seen them videos. I don't want to partake any part whatsoever on it. Like I
Yeah.
already said, I don't have feeling one of my big toes, and my balance is terrible. So for me, that's
Yes.
a no.
My thing is who was in their mind, who created it and what was the reasoning behind it? 'Cause, I mean, you were that bored to build the pyramid type of thing and just
I guess it's
decide
like,
to.
all right, let me walk through it.
Well, there was money being offered at first for those who
Yeah,
completed it, and then after that, people were like, damn, these people, everybody's trying to let's lower the wages. But
yeah.
bro, so it's crazy how the trend happened so fast. All of a sudden, these stores that used to throw away crates are now trying to sell them.
Oh yeah, people
They're
were
going
selling
on
them.
sale like
Uh-huh.
outside of Walmart and things like that. So
Yeah, and I saw this post like how Walmart was capitalizing it, putting all the crates right in the front
yeah,
and selling it for like a couple dollars.
you
Probably like,
seen that also Supreme is looking to sell one. Supreme, man, is the
I
hype
mean,
beast.
Supreme gets in front of everything. Like,
Yeah.
they have beach blow up things, like
Mhm.
things that you put in your pool with like their logo.
Yeah.
They have beach
A
balls,
brick though.
a whole brick that just has Supreme engraved on it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, people buy it.
Yeah. Well,
So
people.
why not just offer
Yeah.
it? People will buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
I'm saying
collectible.
as them as a business, I respect them doing it, but buying it, I don't really see the point in buying it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
paying that extra price just because
I
it
mean,
says
so
Supreme on
what
it
some people would do, they'll buy like retail price if they're able to,
and resell it.
and then either hold on to it for a couple months, couple years, and then resell it at a higher value.
Right.
At that point, you become kind of like a collector,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Right. Well, that's the thing. It might go, later on. Well, like thousands of years later on, it might be
yeah,
worth something when people look back on Supreme Pie when it's discontinued. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that point. But if it does, it's something that is a collectibles item.
right.
Enough of shouting out Supreme because they not sponsoring
Yeah,
this.
you better follow
yeah,
Golden Apparel, man.
yeah.
Golden Apparel releasing September 15th.
September 15th. Bet link in the bio. Also, we're gonna talk about another major event on social media that's been
Yeah.
going on. What's up?
OnlyFans, man. So apparently they were gonna take away the nudity part of things. Like, so my homegirls,
Yeah.
we're gonna stop making money that way. But they stood their grounds, and I saw a post. I don't know if it was.
They got
released.
backlash.
Yeah. So pretty much, they just gonna apparently what they said, the OnlyFans executives said they want inclusion for everybody. So they're not removing nudity, kind of like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I seen that the main reasoning behind him taking, like, the owner of OnlyFans trying to remove the sexual content. I seen that it wasn't removing it in whole; it was removing it on your timeline.
Or like the
but you
main
could
feed.
still, DM people and send nudity. But the
Right.
reasoning behind it was that they were getting affected by these banks because banks weren't approving the money coming in through like
Right.
sex, what was it, sex worker type of thing.
Right.
So
Right.
there's just no way to like legally have that money, but supposedly they found a way to do it after receiving so much backlash. Something I should mention is the rapper Tyga allegedly decided to launch his own type of OnlyFans website separately called My Star that was
Yeah.
scheduled to release in October before the OnlyFans stuff shut down. I don't know if he's still gonna release it, but it was something that's like he's smart to take advantage of making a platform similar to that, and
No, it's kind of like, let's see what happens at this point. Like,
Yeah.
are people going to migrate to Tyga's platform,
right.
or are they going to stay with OnlyFans?
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like, and it's something to think about. Like, a lot of people see that's where this quote. I don't know exactly what the quote would say, but for instance, don't rely too much on one source of income. So, like, what I'm saying is, people probably seeing OnlyFans as a quick source of income, something that they could rely on, possibly as a career. And then all of a sudden, you see it could get taken away from you so easily. To then they will freak out, and you know what I'm saying. So never have just one income. Have multiple sources of income.
Yeah.
I remember when we talked about OnlyFans on episode 5, I mentioned that take advantage of the platform while it is now, like at that time.
Yeah, you
because
did. You
it's
did
not
say that.
when it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's just gonna be something that's seasonal, and then it was gonna disappear. But yeah, still, ladies, take advantage of it. Create your own platform.
The way you have
figure,
to do,
social media. Use the platform to get followers.
That's right. Yeah, and I find it, it's kind of like silly that that the banks wouldn't approve that. So like, let's say, like not a valid like source of income, just because essentially they're models.
But yeah, but the
content.
owner refers to them as sex workers, bro. Like he literally in the email says sex workers, attention sex workers, apostrophe.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. So I don't know if that's something that is hurting them when you're like, in banks they ask you your occupation and stuff like that. So sex I don't know. Worker. That's why I don't know if they,
Now at that point, do you put legal sex worker or?
That's what I'm saying. That's what sucks, but I don't know. That's what's going on with the OnlyFans thing. Another current event that has been going on, what I would say is on the sports world would be something really big with post Olympics. Sha'Carri Richardson, she took last place in the Nike. I can't remember. It was like some Nike race, Nike trials or something, and against the reigning champion, the woman from Jamaica. I think it was like Fraser Price or something like that. But she took last place.
Man,
out of the jump, she looked like it was. She looked like herself, but then after the one lady from Jamaica had took the lead, it's like she gave up on herself, and it's something that's like you put yourself out there to be the GOAT, or at such a young age, like doing things that not many accomplish. But then when you get humbled, that's the word. When you get humbled, she didn't know how to react and just started bashing everybody. I don't think that's the right way for her to express herself. I think she should get some sort of like advice or counseling to know how to answer things post like interviews, so she could be more of a professional. You know what I'm saying? Not let the emotions get to her.
Yeah. Relating to that, yesterday I was watching the Little League
World Series
elimination game, and one of the kids got super mad because it was a crazy call by the umpire, but the coach brought the kid over and said, "Hey, emotions would throw off your whole game." So as athletes, I know, like, we want to win. We want to be number one at all times, be the top, be the best, but we cannot let our emotions overtake our performance.
Right.
And even on or off the field, or, on and off the track. So I feel like learning how to express yourself, when you're talking to the media is super important. Especially when you are an athlete of that caliber. Like, people follow you, people are looking up to you. Learning how to express yourself is very important.
Well, she had a big support system, when the Olympics decided to remove her from the team. she had a big support system, and it's like I feel like she had so much pressure on her. So when she did actually began to run again, I feel like she had that pressure get to her head.
Right, that can happen too. That can happen too.
And I don't know, I doubt that she was not working and grinding. After they gave her that news, if she was, that's bad on her part because it was a bad performance, man. I'm telling you, man, it was bad.
Hey, but you know, sometimes we do need those bad performances to, you know, help us get some more what do you call it? More inspiration, more what do you call this, man?
Like a push.
Yeah, more of a push. Yeah, but there's a specific word that I was looking for. I just couldn't find it. But yeah, those bad performances will help us like understand. Okay, I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
But how can I be better?
Right.
You know
do you think people should give up on her though?
No. She's super young. She's what, like around our age?
No, I think she's like 2021.
2021. She has a lot of room for growth.
Right.
So I feel this is just the beginning of her. You know,
it's just sad, bro. The amount of people that were applauding her defeat. Man, there was this quote that somebody posted, man, and it's like a lot of people. Like, I don't want those type of people that laugh at my failures and then celebrate my victories.
Yeah.
And it's sad, man, because she was at the top of the world, and then so quickly people made it seem like she was done. So it's something that sucks, man, and I wish her nothing but the best. Like I said, just take this as a learning experience, and
use that as a bounce back, man.
Bounce back, humble yourself a little bit more. It takes time to be labeled as the GOAT. So, and FloJo was the GOAT. So, it sucks, man. What up? Anything
so
else?
What we got next? Let's move into boxing, man. Manny Pacquiao.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, a legend.
The pride of the Philippines.
The king of the Philippines, man.
That's a big statement, man.
Yeah, I mean, people love him over there. Like, I was talking to Jess's parents, and he was telling me having Pacquiao being such a big boxer actually helped bring unity to the community. Like, every time he would fight, everybody would get together, families, uncles, neighbors. They will all just sit around the TV and just sit down and watch a Manny Pacquiao fight. But over the weekend, he fought
Yordanis
Ugas, a replacement.
Yes,
a late replacement to Errol Spence. Yes.
Eye injury, supposedly, quote unquote. Some people say he backed out.
I've been seeing a lot of things being said.
Yeah.
Honestly, we won't really know if it's really an eye injury. I agree with his decision of not taking the fight because an eye injury is nothing you want to play around with.
Yeah.
It's like an ankle.
Yeah. Something delicate, your vision, man.
Something super delicate, yeah. So, the fight went to the scorecards. It was super close. I'll tell you what.
It was close.
Super close for being 42 years of age.
Yes.
Pacquiao looked good, but you can
He
tell
lost a step. Yeah.
He's not the same fighter he used to be 10 years ago.
Nah, and personally, I'd say it's clear that he lost a step. But I would say he did land a lot of quality punches.
He did.
At the end of the day, Pacquiao didn't really have much on his face. Ugas' face looked terrible.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was swollen a little bit. One thing that I really wanted him to use more is he being a lefty, southpaw. He didn't attack enough from the left side. He was always going to the right side.
Right.
If you would have utilized that, step to the left, come with the right, easy win. Guarantee you.
Facts.
And I tell you what, he did kind of hurt Ugas in the first,
he shook him up. Yeah, he shook him up. Yeah, man. I mean, overall, I'm just glad to see him back out there, but I do feel like this is his last fight. Shout out to Pacquiao. Shout out to the Philippines. Continue, doing what you do, being the role model that you are to many young Filipinos. And yeah, man, just
Yeah,
keep
he's
going.
bringing the Filipino community together.
Yes,
Now,
man.
yeah, like you were saying, you feel like it's gonna be his last fight. I feel at least for me, it's
Hmm.
because he's been on the older side.
Yeah.
He doesn't heal this. His body
Yeah,
doesn't heal
that's
the
the
same
problem. That's the
way.
problem.
I feel like for me, he should have retired 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, he
But
should have retired after the Thurman fight. 'Cause he won. He was
right,
out on top.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, man, I'm just thankful to be able to still be able to watch a legend do what he does. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it,
yeah.
honestly.
Only what is it, October? He has like championships in 8
Oh yeah,
divisions.
yeah.
2-time Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah.
That's big. The only 2-time Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside of that fight, there wasn't really much else going on in boxing. UFC had a fight between Cyril
Mhm.
Gane, and what's the big guy? The guy I just
I don't
forgot his
watch
name.
UFC
The
like that,
big
man.
all right, the big bald guy. He lost in Houston. He's from Houston. I just had a brain fart. But
Right.
yeah, they had fought and he had knocked him out, and it was an end to that match. Also coming up at the end of this month, it's gonna be Jake Paul and Woodley again. We're giving that
Mhm.
fight too much promotion, man.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, one of you guys from the camp, only $1,000 each. A little something, something.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's what's been going on in the fight world.
Yeah, and then we have the next couple months are gonna be really good coming
Right.
into boxing. Yeah.
Right, but in baseball, there has been a lot going on. Recently, the game that happened in Iowa, the Field of
The
Dreams.
Field Dreams game.
There was a
Yeah.
game played at that. There was a movie there. I don't know what
The
exact
the
movie.
movie's called The Field
Oh,
Dreams.
it's called Field of
Yeah.
Dreams. All right, so yeah, that movie. The Yankees and the White Sox played at that field. There was a maize field or corn maze in the
Yeah,
back.
it's a cornfield. The interesting, well, not interesting, but cool thing is that they build the stadium where they actually played next to the real one
Mm-hmm.
that they used for the movie. So the outfield is just corn. The cool thing that they did was when the teams came onto the field, they did what they did in the movie. All the
Yeah, they
players
came out of the
coming out
yeah.
of cornfield.
Nah, that was nice. That was a nice view, and they had fans, which is nice.
Oh yeah, they have fans.
That's good to see.
The retro jerseys on too.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it was a great game. Sadly Yankees lost to the White Sox, but
Good game, man.
it was a great game. It was a great game. It's a lot of balls got hit out. So yeah, that, and I was reading onto it, and actually for next year, they actually planning on doing a game in that field again.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot exactly who's gonna play, but it's not gonna be the Yankees and the White Sox. But I kind of like the idea of just bringing two teams each year, and just play in a field that a lot of the baseball players,
Mm-hmm.
especially in this generation, grew up watching.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It brought back like a old like feeling, like a old vibe.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like retro vibe. It
Yeah.
just made you like feel like you would watching like Babe Ruth and them guys based on the
Right.
uniforms and
Yes.
the vibe of the field.
Yes, it
But
did.
other than that, other things significant in baseball would be, like you mentioned, Tatis Jr. moving to right field from shortstop.
From shortstop. Yeah.
Man, I mean, it's good. I feel like it's okay that it's happening early on in his career. Since he had so many errors, I think it was like 20 something errors at
Yeah.
shortstop, and Jake
Yeah.
Cronenworth is doing phenomenal right now at shortstop.
Mhm.
So I think it was a good move so he could continue playing on the field and adapt into a new position. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. But away from the sports world, because we know that not all of you guys, like sports or interested in sports, we're going to get more in depth into something that, I feel like is the most important current events of the month in August. And it is, we're going to start off with Haiti.
Yeah.
Sucks, man, because I feel like last month we mentioned Haiti. And it
Yeah.
just sucks. It feels
Back
like
to
they
it
keep
again.
getting, hit with terrible things. And
Yeah.
so early on in the month, Haiti was hit with a earthquake.
It was
Think it was a magnitude of 7.2.
Yeah.
Rumors were that you could feel it in Cuba and the Bahamas or in Jamaica, the aftermath
Jamaica,
of
yeah.
the earthquake, you could feel it. Something that's interesting to note. Dominican Republic is right next to Haiti. I'd say it'd be
Right.
on the eastern
Yeah, on the eastern
eastern
side of
side
the
of
island.
the
Yeah.
Hispaniola, and Dominican Republic really didn't feel anything. So
Hmm.
it's crazy to think about. I guess it went that way. It went western,
It
but
could be. Yeah. It all depends on. It's all where the tectonic plates are.
yeah,
So this is simple. Back to school science.
yeah,
But yeah, I think it's all
geography,
depends where the tectonic plates are aligned under the island, and I feel they're more towards the Haiti side.
yeah,
So when they shift, Haiti's gets all that impact, and
right.
this is not the first earthquake they had.
No, no,
Within the last, I would say, 15 years. Actually, around 13
yeah,
years ago, they
yeah.
had a really
Yeah,
bad
that
one
was a
as
bad one. I
well.
wonder what the magnitude was
I
on
think
that.
that one was like a little higher.
Yeah, because
It
I was
was
saying
like
like this
9.
one was bad, but it wasn't to the level where every country was sending help toward Haiti. So,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of damage to a
Mhm.
lot of homes and buildings. So something crazy to note is that after Haiti did get hit with the earthquake, immediately after they got hit with a tsunami.
Yeah.
So it's like two bad things at once. And it sucks, man. And I pray for Haiti. I hope that they're recovering at a decent pace. It just sucks because they lost their president, and now this happens. And like you look for your president to help you, but it's kind of
Yeah.
like
They have
where do they
nobody
go? Like
there.
it just I feel bad for them, man. And hopefully things clear up there, and everybody can get together, and hopefully they can get some help from some outside countries as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Those are our brothers from the other side of the island, man.
Yes, man.
Gotta show the support that we can. Yeah. So if you guys have, any way of helping, I know a lot of the
Organizations.
Haitian churches here in the States are actually sending products and basic
Needs.
need stuff that they will need down there. So go ahead and help them out. Yeah, just like I say, it's always the little things that you do
Yeah,
now,
man.
the positive things that you do now, they come back to you later on.
Amen. Amen. So that's what happened in Haiti. The last one that we're gonna mention, which I feel like is the one that took over the month of August, no matter
Yeah.
what else occurred, was what happened in Afghanistan. Scary sight, man.
Yeah, very scary.
The Taliban had taken over the government. Even led to the president fleeing,
Fleeing.
and I don't know what country he went to. I think it was
He went to one of the
Pakistan.
nearby.
I think it was Pakistan.
One of those. Yeah.
Yeah. But it sucks, man. Your leader, the person that you look to be there for you guys, leaves you hanging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sucks, man. And seeing
Yeah.
the scenes from what happened, it was sad, man. A lot of innocent people having to deal with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
What is your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are blaming the U.S. president, Mr. Joe Biden, for
Mhm.
retrieving the American
The Navy.
the Navy, just the military, the
Yeah.
American military from the Afghanistan.
The Air Force, all of
Um,
them, yeah.
Yeah, so at one point, it was gonna be done, whether it was now, whether it was later. Our our military was gonna be removed from Afghanistan sooner or later.
Yeah.
So, and I feel one thing that really stood out to me, and I believe this, whether the president said, Mr. Biden,
Mhm.
he said, why, I don't know if it was him exactly, or if it was somebody else. I didn't read too much into
I
that.
think I know where you're going.
But
It was him.
it was him. Okay, so what he said was, why should the United States fight a fight that the Afghanistan government is not willing to fight?
Mhm.
That would thing.
Yeah. See, I don't really know much of the relationship there,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, obviously there has to be something if you've been there for 20 years, but
Exactly.
I just don't see why other governments are getting involved in other countries' problems. Not that I'm saying I'm opposed to it, because they need help, but I'm saying like I don't get, like, I don't know where it comes from. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Well, the reason why U.S. was in Afghanistan, Pakistan area, why the military was there, was due to 9/11, the events of 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, the president at the time, who was it, Bush?
Bush, yeah.
Bush. I was too young to remember. I was like, what, like 3?
No, I don't know.
In 2001, I was like 3.
Oh, 2001.
Yeah, 2001. That's
I
when
think you said when Bush was last president.
No,
Okay.
when Bush. Yeah. But yeah, that's why we were in there, 9/11, trying to capture
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden and fight, the Al Qaeda. So
Yeah.
that's why we were there. Now, after 20 years, in my opinion, this is just my sole opinion, I feel like it was time. A lot of Americans' lives were put at risk each year. A lot of our militaries didn't come back home. And I feel like it's time, like if a war with Al Qaeda is over,
Mm-hmm.
we got there later, like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that. I feel like it was time to bring our fellow Americans back home.
Yeah, but it just looks bad. Bringing them back when that country most needed help.
Yeah, well, I think the Taliban took over right after us. We were like, they were leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it sucks, man. And like the planes, wow, the airports, man.
Yeah, that's what hit home. You're seeing people
Trying to flee
holding on to the plane,
for help.
and when the plane was in the air, you could just see them fall.
Falling, yeah.
I think that's when it hit home, and it is a serious issue. Now, like I said, it's kind of hard to blame the president. He was not expecting for the Taliban to take over,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if Afghanistan is not willing to fight that fight against the Taliban, why should from a different continent the U.S. get involved in that fight? Or is there like you said, we don't know the relations, what's happening there. That's not something that we unfortunately know about at the moment. But yeah, that's where I stand. What do you?
It's tough, man. I mean,
it is a tough topic.
It's tough. I just hope that they could. I don't know, man. If they can come to an agreement, because the Taliban does go by some crazy laws that they have implied, especially towards women. So that's what sucks about the whole situation. They're targeting women, and I don't think it's fair.
It's not at all, man.
But man, hopefully they find a way to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully the government can take over again and have things back to normal, which I see highly unlikely right now, especially soon. Like this soon, I think it's highly unlikely, but hopefully they do find help. I don't know if it's from us or from whoever, but it just sucks, man. A lot of innocent people have to get shot or get tortured due to the Taliban. So it sucks. But
it really does, man. It really does.
Prayers out to Afghanistan as well. Hopefully everything gets better in their situations. It just sucks, man. It really does suck. I keep saying it, but there's no other way to put it.
It is. It is a hard, it is a hard topic.
Like a lot of people don't like what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know like what they have. You know what I'm saying? Like here, the freedom. A lot of people in other countries will die to have the freedom that we have here. You know what I'm saying? But people take it for granted. Like something as simple as walking out of your house and getting in your car and driving and picking some groceries. Something they don't have the ability
not
to
having
do.
to worry about am I
looking at your back? Yeah.
I mean, we still here. Yeah. Am I going to make it home? Because you never know what might happen on the road.
Right.
But we don't have that worry where like I have to be looking around, make sure that nobody's going to take me. Right. Nobody's going to shoot me from a mile away or something like that.
Right. Agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully everything gets better out in Afghanistan. We're gonna switch over to one more I forgot to mention early on, which was in the entertainment world with Kanye West and his album Donda.
Oh yeah.
So he had rented out. I don't know how true it is. He had rented out the Mercedes Benz Stadium in Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcons one. I think it was $1 million per day, and it was like a small room. Supposedly, I don't know if I think he's still. Is he still there? He might be still there.
Who knows, man?
But yeah, he's been working on this album and he's been pushing back the date so much and leaving fans out to dry.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I've heard rumors that he's pushing back the date because of Drake's album. Supposedly, he doesn't want to drop it at the same time, or he's waiting for Drake to drop his so he could go over top of Drake. It's like something, I don't know. It's something only they know.
The thing is, Drake right now, well, Drake been on the top for years, man. But in that topic, man, I was watching another podcast, and it brought this interesting point where a couple songs that Drake been feature on that he wrote, he kind of been throwing like little jabs at Kanye. One of them being Sicko Mode.
Yeah.
Where he said, "Crept down the block."
Yeah. I seen that.
It right.
Yeah.
Hit the lights.
Yeah.
And
well, he posted. Kanye posted Drake's address.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows where Drake lives anyway. It's the biggest house in freaking Toronto.
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know. Hopefully, Kanye could figure out the situation and drop his album, so his fans could stop being so impatient. I don't know when the last song outside of because he was on Pop Smoke's album, I believe.
I believe he was in one of the songs. Yeah.
So outside of that, I don't know when's the last single he has dropped. So
yeah, I know
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Now, since we're in the topic, Drake or Kanye?
I mean, I never liked Kanye's music. I like Drake. The only Kanye song that I would say I listened to was the one of him and Jay-Z, that like classic video. It was like
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, in Paris.
Oh.
The one, yeah, ding 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 ding. That joint. Yeah, that's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one I think I like. But that was a classic.
What she order?
Yeah, but but what about you?
Drake.
Yeah,
Drake for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
but there's a couple Kanye songs that I like. One of them, what's the name of it? And it's the one that goes, and she ain't messing with no broke.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying she a gold digger. I think it's called gold digger.
That's a classic too. Yeah, that's a classic.
That's one of them. There's a couple other ones apart from Ninjas in Paris.
Yeah.
There's another one with JC. It's something like I forgot the name. It's like a collab album that they did.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. What about you guys? What do you think? Kanye or Drake? Drop in the comments below. Are you guys anticipating, and why? Are you guys anticipating either of the albums? Let us know any current events that we missed out on. Those are the ones that we felt like were significant, and some that were actually something that grabbed the attention of everybody in their own ways. So it's a lot of variety there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I feel like it's a lot of information there for you guys. We do these because some people, always hit us up and like, oh wow, I didn't know that happened. Thank you for telling us.
Yeah, just keeping you guys informed.
Just something to keep you informed and would it be like
bring you awareness of us?
Well, it'd be like a bit of everything where you grab something from the sports, something from the national news, something from social media. I just feel like it's something that is very informational for everybody.
Yeah, and it's
I
very
feel everybody
diverse.
can benefit from and diverse.
Yeah, so you can pick and choose, which one you like better. And yeah, just trying to bring you guys new information that you probably weren't aware of, events that you guys probably didn't think were happening.
And our takes on those.
On some of those events that are happening as well.
Right, because, not everyone, comes eye to eye with an event, and so there's always different point of views, so that's the main reason as well also. But like I said, let us know any that we may have missed and we can discuss maybe in the future. Also, let us know any potential topics you would love to hear from us. We're always open to do new things. We're winding down. Once again, we keep mentioning it, we're winding down to the end of season 1.
We got 3 more episodes?
After this, 3 more episodes left, so guys, keep running it up, liking everything, commenting on everything, subscribing. It's the most important thing. Also, notification bell.
Hit that notification bell,
please.
Ding. That way you guys stay updated with the latest and newest from the Know The Vibras crew.
Oh, I like that. But definitely like the video, please, and share. It's cliche.
Sure, yeah,
But do
yeah.
it.
And
Just
leave
do it.
something positive in the comment section below.
Yeah,
Leave something positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Remember to subscribe on every digital platform. Remember to subscribe and let's vibe.
And leave a review if you're listening.
Peace.